everyone. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. Hope you're good. Hello. Welcome to Lawyers Info Hub. It's a pleasure to always create content on this platform. This is a platform where we concepts, we teach law, we share law experiences, we bring about experiences in practical law practice. We bring it to you to help you grow in your career, to help you learn one or two things. We want you to become better in whatsoever you're doing. So today we're looking at retaining clients and increasing your clientele. Yes, this is very important. A businessman who does not have customers, always his business is not going well. Um, a professional who does not have clients to whom he can render his services will tell you he's not doing well. So that also boils down to, in the legal parlance, lawyers who do not have clients. Um, it's going to be a rough one for them. So your ability to have clients to whom you render legal services to growth, helps you in your practice, helps you, also to earn fees. At the end of the day, you might know all the law and do not have clients. It's a problem. So how do you retain clients? How do you increase your clientele? Very important. You might have 100 clients, but if you don't do the right things, you don't put your act together, you might end up losing all the 100 clients. You see, some people might have doing so well in every aspect, whereby many people have over 1,000 clients. They tell you have 500 clients, 600 clients, but you're not even seeing the effect of having these clients. They do so much work, and they earn so little, and you can't even juxtapose the numbers of clients with one name compared to the energy being given out in rendering these legal services. So it's very important to know how to retain your clients and how to increase your clientele. You know, growth is measured by what people will tell you. If you have one and you can increase that one to two, then there's no growth. But in any way you want to see it, there must be increase for there to be what growth. There should be increase. There's something visible. If someone met you 10 years ago or 5 years ago and they come back to you after that time, there's something must should have grown with your career. Something should have grown with your own way you practice. Now you must also understand that increasing your clientele or retaining your clientele, in this circumstance, even if you do not have a firm of yourself or for yourself, and you still work for people, so you can do personal, briefs, which is normal. Yeah. So how do you retain the clients you have, and how do you not increase the clients level so that it will become bigger and better? Now, under the aspect for retaining your clients, that's one very important thing you must do. You have 5 clients, for example. How do you retain them so that they don't just come and go? They don't just, after you've rendered services to them, they just go. Any other thing they have, they don't come back to you. One of the very reasons why people lose clients, one of the very, yes, it is for me the number one in the list is lack of satisfaction. When a client is not satisfied, you know that the client will not come back. I know something about people. When you might feel your it's not your business, it's not your business, they can just choose to go. That client can go and stop other people from coming. Yes. You know, the power of referral lies in satisfaction. You must try to satisfy your client within the limit of legality. Do not satisfy a client to displease yourself or outside the bounds of legality that will put you into trouble, and that client will no longer be there for you. So you must, in satisfying your client, it should be within the bounds of things that are legal. It should not be within the bounds of illegality. You must satisfy your client. Your client should be happy paying your fees. Your client should be willing to pay fees. Your client should not be even reminded. When your client is satisfied, when your client is satisfied, your client will be able to, you must satisfy your client. You must satisfy your client. So if your client is not satisfied, do not expect that client to stay back. Do not expect that client to provide or to even refer more people. Sometimes, most clients, when they come to you, the way you attend to them, they'll just feel, I can't wait to get over with this work with this lawyer. I can't wait to get over with this work with this lawyer. And it's a problem because for you, you feel, um, even if this one goes, I can, other ones will come. But the way you treat one client will determine, the way you treat one client determine how that client can go out to even market or demarket your legal services. So try to satisfy your client with legality. You must be available. How do you retain clients when you're not available? Many a times, most people, once the clients come, the client pays, they are no one available for the client. They just feel they are doing the client a favor. You should be able to render services you're being paid for. Clients pays for services and you are not even available. Even if you're not available, you cannot even send someone to even do that job for you. Availability is very key. With any clients, clients must see that you're available. I can always call, clients have the feeling of, I'll call my lawyer, and they're calling the lawyer. The lawyer is not that I'll call my lawyer and you call your lawyer and the lawyer is nowhere to be found or does not even respond to you or cannot even reach your client, or your client cannot even reach you. Yeah, so availability is very key. Returning your clientele or your clients, you must be available. When you're available, the client will know that my lawyer is there for me. I can always call my lawyer. I can always, you know, you know, go to my lawyer anytime. My lawyer is accessible. Many lawyers are not accessible to that client and retain the client. It's not possible. Many people go to where they are appreciated. People go to where they feel they are important. People go to where they are accepted. So it must be available for your client to be able to what retain that client. Beyond the job you're doing for the client can come back again. If there's anything, it's like, this is my lawyer. When people say I have a lawyer, there's this confidence they have, like I can always call my lawyer when they're discussing with their friends back. So another thing that will help you retain your client is what I call client management. Now, for the jobs you're doing for your client, for the services you're rendering, your clients must be carried along. Many of these clients are not educated. Many of these clients does not understand the legal works involved or how it is done, the legal terrain. So you must be able to carry your client along as you're moving in that journey, as you're rendering that service. You should be able to explain in literal terms, to explain to your client, like, this is what we are doing now, and this is why we are doing this. This is where we are. Sometimes many people do not have the time, do not want to even explain to their clients what they are doing, and the clients keep feeling like my lawyer is not doing anything, and the lawyer is there doing so much. So client management, in terms of you being able to report back to your client, carry your client along, explain to your client what you are doing, is a very viable way of retaining your client, because the client will know that if I go to my lawyer, will explain. Sometimes we go to court and come back, the client does not even understand what, even as that they are there, but they didn't understand what transpired in court. Sometimes you see in court, you see where lawyers after court sit, you see clients follow them out, they go and be talking, having meetings. Not like those clients want to know what was that English you were speaking, what was that argument all about, what's the meaning of what the judge said. So you being able to relate to your client, to carry your client along in the services you're rendering helps them to stay. Yes, don't be too big for your client. If you are too big for your client, then the client might go away because the client will feel, "Ah, I'm not this lawyer's level, and I can always be there, be seen as nothing before this person." Another very important thing in retaining a client is you're being honest. Honesty is very key. Many lawyers lack honesty. You must be able to be honest with your client. Many a times you've seen issues where lawyers are having issues with their clients over dishonesty, issues of money issues, not being able to be straightforward, trying to cut corners, trying to rip off your client because you feel your client does not understand. If you want to charge your fees. If stand on your fees, let the client know why you're telling you. This is what I can tell. If they're willing to do to pay, let them pay rather than you charge low fees and trying to find ways around to extort. So be a man or woman of integrity. It helps you your practice. It helps your clients to stay. They will tell you that lawyer, that what your that lawyer is saying, I believe in my lawyer. Your clients must have trust in you. Your clients must be able to, or believe you and trust and vouch for you. Your clients must be able to say, no, my lawyer can't do this. Sometimes you've seen where lawyers have compromised the stance of their clients over what love for money, love for some other things. So you must be truthful, you must be honest with your client. If it's what you can do, be say. If it's not what you can do, don't say that. You must be able to, tell them they know what you can do and cannot do. Even your absence, if you're able to say, my lawyer can do this, my lawyer cannot do this, or I believe my lawyer for this, my lawyer cannot go this length, or my lawyer is I know that my lawyer that did this. You're able to know you. Don't be two-faced with your clients. Another very important thing I notice in retaining a client is that you must know what you're doing. A client is satisfied that there are results. If it's something you cannot do, say for collaborations. Now, I'm a proponent of collaboration in networking. Network with others. If there's a brief given to you and you don't understand how to go about it, and maybe this is an old client, you seek for collaborations to ensure that the problem is solved. So don't work in isolation in where you need help, and or if it's something you can't do, be plain or be truthful enough to tell the client, see this particular one, I can't do it, or I don't do it. Some lawyers have, there's some briefs or some kind of cases they don't do. So you be proud, you should be able to be bold enough to tell your client, I don't do this kind of cases, or I can't do it, or I'm going to collaborate with so and to do this. So you should know what you're doing and let the client see results. That way the client stays back and they even refer other clients to you. Very important, yes. You see some clients, you say someone will say, this is my lawyer for over 10 years, 15 years. If you look into the relationship, you know that a lot of things have made them stay that long. You see people who, no matter what the client hear, or they say, no, I'm going to give this brief, or to this lawyer. You see a client who is going to bring his family members to you to say, my lawyer will do your job for you. They go about telling people how good you are. They go about telling friends, family members, anybody they see that my lawyer can do that. They even will bring more clients to you if you treat them well. Now we've talked about a bit of this. What I'm discussing is not exhaustive. There are other things to do to retain your clients too. Thing too, very before I leave this point, is appreciate your clients. Many lawyers don't know how to appreciate their clients. Sometimes they always feel it always should be always come from the client. It's a two-way thing. Well, as much as respect is reciprocal, your relationship with your client should also be the mutual in terms of you appreciating your clients. As in festive period, you can just, it must not be much. Send out greetings, send out New Year notes, end of the year notes, gift if you can afford it, or souvenirs, or diaries. To say we appreciate you for you. Do a letter. We appreciate you so far for being a client. We appreciate the client lawyer relationship, and we look forward for a rewarding, more good, relationship. That way the client will feel, wow, they even recognize me. Oh, I'm even treasured. Oh, this lawyer even understands. They feel good about it. Learn to appreciate your clients as much as you also want your clients to appreciate you. And now let's move to increasing your client base. your clientele earlier, it's growth is measured by, also progress is measured by growth, or either way, you can't talk about growth without progress. It's about expansion, it's about increase. So you need to increase your clientele. How do you now increase your clientele? Now, first of all, is that you need to be seen to be heard. Many people are lawyers, and many people around them, family members, neighbors, don't even know the profession. You know, you go out, you meet people, let people know what you do. Yeah, you have to be seen to be heard. People need to know what you're doing. People around you should know that you're a lawyer, because clients can come from anywhere. You should be able to have your cards wherever you are going, whenever you're in business meetings, in seminars, wherever you go, to let people know, in sparking up conversations with people. What you do? I'm a lawyer. This is what I can. Okay, this is what I do. You share your card. That way you're networking. That way, clients can come through that means. Yes. Another way to increase your clientele is one, appreciating referrals. Many people get referrals and they don't appreciate those people who have at one point or another referred clients to them. See, when you appreciate your referrals, that's the way that it motivates them to even refer more people to you. Yeah, why do corporate organizations, financial, or just corporate organizations do things like commission? When you bring in something, you get something, you know. But many lawyers don't really appreciate their referrals. When people refer clients to you, it must not be something big. Just appreciate, thank them. If you need to give them something, give them something. That way, it sticks. No, it's not about the quantity. It's about the thoughtfulness in the fact that you even remember to even appreciate this person who must have gone out of their way to talk about you. They convince that client to come. So appreciate your referral. When you appreciate your referrals, there are chances that they will bring in more clients. Yes, they will bring in more clients. Another way to increase your clientele is treat your old clients well. When you treat your old clients well, the possibility that their friends, family members, relatives, the chances are high. So when you treat your old clients well, be rest assured that they will even be the one blowing your trumpet. Now, we have the technology has come. Technology is one thing that we can't talk without. It's something that has come to stay with us in this generation. Utilize the power of technology to let people know what you do. As much as we have the rules of professional it should be within the confines of the RPC. But many people have proposed, many people have the argument that RPC should be amended, to look into the area of issue of soliciting advertising, but you can still do it within the bounds of the rules provisions of the law as contained in the what you do. Yeah. So another way people can increase your clientele is by doing a good job. When you do a good job, when people are impressed, just like when people are impressed, it's a good market. A good market sells itself. People have gotten clients in court. Lawyers have gotten clients in court. When people see how good you are, no, don't see any case as small. You don't pay attention. Give into details. Pay attention to every case you're doing. You never can tell. You've seen people get clients in court. As they are leaving court, people are asking for their numbers, people are asking for their contact. Because sometimes you never can tell. So do not take everything with levity. It doesn't matter. It matters. You never can tell who will listen, who will hear you speak. Your success stories, the success rates, has a way of bringing clients to you, whether you like it or no. Another way to increase your client is you see lawyers, putting up their profiles, going, sending it out. Yeah, people send out that this is what we do, utilize, you have a website, so that, because if, for example, a client is coming all the way from Australia, I want to do business in Nigeria, you just go on to search big lawyers or law firms in that sector he or she wants to, or he or she wants to do business. And so something about you should come up. You need to be seen to be heard. So let your website be professionally, created, project yourself where people need to know what you do. As much as sometimes you see something, there are wonderful, intelligent lawyers who know the law, but sometimes you don't know them, you've not heard about them. There's nothing that even brings them to the limelight. Yeah, so you must utilize technology, have a good website, so that when people search about, the things you do, you should be able to, your office or your firm will come up, or your name will pop up for people to know that, this person does this. Whether you like it or not, technology has come to stay. And your ability to maximize the use of technology to your benefit will pay off for you. Know what is trending, know what is going on. You need to also speak up. When there are issues, you can make an opinion and send it out. People will really just say, wow, I think this lawyer knows this thing, and I can engage this lawyer. Speak up, do your research well. For if you have opinions, ensure that your research is well grounded. If you have opportunity to speak in seminars, speak, do it well. Don't take anything. Even in your church, in your locality, in your neighborhood, in your community, wherever you have been asked to speak, or you have an opportunity to just say something, ensure you say that you say it well. You never can tell, like, wow, I think this lawyer, I need to know this lawyer. So these are ways you can increase your clientele. Yes, the list is not exhaustive. So I'm going to just stop here. I think you've just been able to learn one or two things to help you retain your client, to help you increase your clientele. We should be able to grow. You can't be where you are forever. You should be grow. You should look back and give yourself targets. Have a work towards bringing your vision to limelight, and you should desire to grow. You should desire to grow. Develop yourself. There should be personal development. Develop yourself so that you can be able to, stand out as an expert in your field to render legal services. It's been an amazing time. Thank you for watching. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. My returning subscribers, you are amazing. For you is yet to subscribe, and put to the channel, share the content. We have so many contents on the channel aimed at helping you become a better lawyer, a better law student, helping you, maximize your career in terms of growing your career, being visible, knowing the law as much as you can. Do take care of yourself, and bye for now.